Total War Warhammer 3 has had a rocky start. The fans of the franchise have been rightfully concerned about the quality of the game in comparison to its predecessor. Over the past 6 months, Creative Assembly has taken steps to improve the game before the launch of Immortal Empires. It's a massive map that combines the features of all 3 Total Warhammer games into a glorious struggle for dominance. Likewise, Boosteroid's had a rough time with Total War Warhammer 3. The game launched on Boosteroid with so many issues that it was removed from their library for 5 months as they got the game into a more playable condition. Boosteroid's come a long way in that time, and look what I see. Warhammer 3 is back on the menu, boys. I'm Little Quick. Let's see if Boosteroid is as ready for Immortal Empires as I am. First off, you can only play it if you own it on Steam. If you have it on the Epic Games Store or from Microsoft, Boosteroid doesn't support. Second, though you can't tell from this tiny window, looking on the main browser shows that the game's in test mode, which means they're still working out some bugs. Right away, the American servers have improved latency to where it's no longer a noticeable problem. It went from a minor annoyance with minimal gameplay impact to a complete non-issue. Latency and mouse control are tight and perfect in the menus, the campaign, and in the battlefield. Next, let's check the visuals. The settings show everything on Ultra. Very nice. However, once you enter the game itself, the Ultra visuals don't make the most of themselves. I ran the exact same battle on both Boosteroid, with everything set to Ultra, and on my home PC, with everyone set one notch below that on High. Better textures, hardware, and settings should equate to better visuals, but it's not the case. Comparing the shots, the lower quality settings look sharper and better. Why? If it's not in the hardware, then it's in the stream. We've had discussions about Boosteroid's stream rate in the past, and it's the same here. 14 megabytes per second isn't clear enough.
14.
And I recommend lowering your graphics settings to boost your FPS, since your stream isn't going to show that ultra detail anyway. Just remember to keep your unit size at ultra though, because that'll affect your gameplay. Let's check the numbers. Battle performance actually decreased since February, though campaign performance has improved. There are a lot of factors to contribute to this, not only the hardware changes by Boosteroid, but also the several patches to Total War applied by Creative Assembly over the past 6 months. To prove my point about stream quality and lowering the graphics settings, let's take a look at this side-by-side of Ultra and High quality both from Boosteroid. How much of a difference can you tell between these examples? You get nice boosts to frames per second when you drop the settings. If you go even lower than High, you can expect even bigger FPS boosts. Now let's see if they fixed the problems from February. Cloud save issues, displaced cursor location, and multiplayer interface lockup. I've been able to save things to the cloud on Boosteroid, resume them on my local PC, and then play again from the cloud on Boosteroid with no issues. There's also a failsafe. Local saves are saved on Boosteroid. If you forget to upload the save to the Steam cloud, or it fails, you can log back into Boosteroid and try again. If you only play on Boosteroid, Steam cloud saves won't be necessary at all. Not only has the problem been solved, but there's also failure protection. Nice. The displaced cursor issue never plagued me. Looks like the issue, which was more of a Total War issue than a Boosteroid issue, is now cleared up. Which leaves the multiplayer lockup. When this was running back in February, the game would play well until you hosted a multiplayer game. Then, when someone joined, your Boosteroid service would lock up. You wouldn't be able to shift tab into Steam, you couldn't control anything, though the game would still run. And it's still broken. Cool, love it. Well, I hope you weren't planning on playing any custom battles. Let's try it with a campaign. That's what the boys and I are excited about anyway. And it's broken. Okay. Last try then. I'll join someone else's game. Maybe Boosteroid just can't host. And it's frozen again. Okay, you're not allowed to play with friends on Boosteroid. Playing a campaign in a group when Mortal Empires drops is a huge deal for me and the boys. I'm not sure why this is an issue on Boosteroid, and if it's something they need to talk to Creative Assembly about and fix it together, it needs fixing. The game's fun alone, but I intend to spend half my time playing with the friendos. Something about how Total War Warhammer 3 updates its menus is causing this strange issue where you can no longer interact with its interface. It happens again here when I attempt to stop a benchmark, and I lose my ability to click or interact with the game again. It's a problem with how Boosteroid and Total War interact with one another. Before I reveal the verdict, I want to reiterate that the game is in test mode, so I have hope it's going to get better. The verdict is, not recommended. If you don't care about multiplayer and you only want to play by yourself, the game plays well, controls tight, and when it works well. Boosteroid is fast, convenient, and avoids the long setup and drive space requirements that other services suffer from. They've also clearly increased performance and fixed every outstanding issue save the lobby freezing. Yet no multiplayer with friends is a huge blow to what the game could and should be. For me, I can't recommend it without multiplayer. Total War Warhammer is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and the vision Creative Assembly has for the final installment is glorious. One of the main draws is the new multiplayer, with up to 8 players in the campaign, playing simultaneously. Unless Boosteroid can fix their freezing issue, it's going to cut out a massive feature of the game that I want to enjoy. Another point of contention is the stream quality. You might as well lower the in-game graphics to increase the FPS because the stream can't keep up. Dropping graphics settings to high or even lower is something to consider if you're playing on Boosteroid. When the game leaves test mode, I hope to find these issues resolved. Boosteroid again has the potential to be a fantastic cloud service to play Total War on, but it's not quite there yet. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe and bell up to keep it tuned right here to the only place you can do battle in gaming heaven. Cloud Gaming Battle. Little Quick out.